Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group on YouTube. Today we're going to be looking at Raw after WrestleMania. So the latest talk obviously being that Triple H is set to make an announcement tonight on Raw. Some people online are starting to speculate it might be Jay White's time to debut. I'm going to say no. I don't think he will. I don't think Jay White's going to sign to the WWE. At least I hope not. I think he'll be going to AEW. Although tonight would be the perfect time for him to debut just after WrestleMania, because it's normally a big shake up the road after WrestleMania, isn't it? I expect Triple H's announcement basically to be more to do with something along the lines of this WWE sale to the Endeavour company, who would be pushing forward with the UFC WWE combined company going forward. So I'd imagine it more to be something to do with that rather than anything in regards to like a big name coming in at this point. I don't see this at Switchblade turning up. It would be a shock if he did, but I'm probably going to say no. Out of likelihood, I'd probably say about a 4 out of 10. So what we're expecting tonight on Raw, well, we're expecting more bloodline crap. Zayn and Owens successfully defeated the Usos for the tag belts, so we'll probably see what's going to happen with the tag division going forward, which would be interesting. Hopefully see Zayn and KO even at some point wrestle a match on Raw. Bad Bunny's expected to make an appearance. He's going to be the host of Backlash, as it's going to be in Puerto Rico. So he's expected to be there tonight, especially if the role he played in the Ray versus Dominic match. You'd expect Dominic to come out and go for Bad Bunny. Hopefully there's no match between Bad Bunny and Dominic Mysterio, because they're both terrible. There's so many things that they need to now push on with. We need to know who's going to be facing next Roman Reigns. So many storylines that need to progress or end. Like, Judgment Day both taking a loss in the men's side of things anyway at WrestleMania. And so unsure what that means for them. We're led to believe there's supposed to be going to be a successful faction going forward, but yeah, like I say, Dominic takes a loss to Ray and Finn Balor takes a loss to Edge, so I don't know what's next for the Judgment Day. The only person that's been any success at the moment through WrestleMania weekend was Rhea Ripley. Had a fantastic match against Charlotte. Both of them done the best that they could in that match. So again, it's all about starting up the next storylines and where to push on. Hopefully there won't be too much of the WrestleMania stuff dragged on. So yes, with Bianca Belair retaining at WrestleMania as well, it's now they've got to push on with the women's division. What next for Asuka? I was expecting Asuka to go over, so I was a bit shocked when she didn't. The match was still good nevertheless, but again, it's all about pushing on. So Triple H's announcement for me is more than likely going to just be to do with this whole UFC WWE Endeavour company. I wouldn't expect it to be much else. Maybe something to do with separating the brands again, maybe a bit more. I'm not too sure about that. I know fans have been after that for a while now. They've been after, a new draft system to be put in place, because, like, some of WWE's not bad. Like, it does get quite a lot of bad press at the moment, and to be fair, when they do things like they did at the second night WrestleMania, I thought that was a really poor night. Had the better match card, but it was poor for results and storylines and stuff like that. It wasn't a good night at all for the WWE in my opinion. The first night was really good. So you've got all these questions now that are hanging over, like say, what's next for the Judgment Day, what's next for Edge, who's going to be Roman Reigns' next opponent, what's next for Cody. Like, we expected Cody to do, he come in, he had he had the match against Seth Rollins and won that, and then he was injured not too long after the Hell in a Cell, well, just before the Hell in a Cell match, and then he went off, didn't he? Come back, won the Royal Rumble, couple of matches this week, in a couple of weeks building up to WrestleMania, and then lose at WrestleMania. You know, the whole thing of him coming back has literally been to push him towards the WWE title. So, is he supposed to go again at Backlash, try again, maybe get a rematch? But you know, it sort of feels done there, doesn't it? So yeah. So in regards to what we're expecting, I'd expect an announcement from Triple H to be to do with the UFC and the the Endeavours company going forward and what to expect. The big person backstage that people are talking about, you know, there's supposed to be someone backstage at Raw tonight. It's supposed to be coming out. I can't see it being Jay White at all. I don't think there'll be any big returns either tonight. I think it's just going to be one of them normal Raws, but you know, where the over the top builder is, oh, the next night on Raw. They used to be brilliant at one point. I used to look forward to the Raw after WrestleMania more than WrestleMania itself, you know, because it was always some nuts things happened. You know, we've had John Cena and The Rock confirmed for the WrestleMania the next year, on the Raw after that WrestleMania. So, you know, I don't know, to be honest, what to expect. They've not left too much on the open, to be honest, where you can sort of guess. But like I say, you know, the talk online, will it be Jay White? I can't see it. I really can't see Jay White being on Raw tonight. Bad Bunny, I expect Bad Bunny to be on there. I think that's going to be your big shock, is Bad Bunny's going to be there. Like as I say, as he hosts the next pay-per-view, and obviously they deal with what happened on WrestleMania. We do normally get a championship rematch, normally just after WrestleMania. So, I mean, can't see it being the US title because John Cena's just lost, and I'm probably going back to his movies. So I don't think it'd be the US. You know, the IC SmackDown, isn't it? Raw Women's Championship, maybe might get a rematch there. We're not going to get a rematch of the main belts, that's for sure. But yeah, I feel like this year's Raw after WrestleMania is a bit flat at the moment, to be honest. I know a lot of people are fed up with storylines and stuff online. Like, I know obviously in the wrestling group on Facebook, a lot of people seem to be happy that Roman Reigns retained and Cody didn't win, but I've seen a lot on Twitter, a lot on Twitter of backlash. And apparently there was some chance of AEW that WWE managed to edit out at WrestleMania after Cody lost. So, like I say, it'd definitely be interesting. I don't want them, which I think they will do. I think they're going to push on now and have Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Sami Zayn, KO, and Cody Rhodes at Backlash. I really don't want to see that. There's just no point. There's literally no point in that match. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they don't go that way. But as I say, no one knows what happens on a Raw after WrestleMania, do they? So be sure, obviously, to tune in and watch it if you're a WWE fan. And yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think's going to happen tonight. Give me some predictions for what you expect to see on the Raw after WrestleMania. Do you think Jay White at debut? And basically, who do you think Roman Reigns' next opponent's going to be? So yeah, let me know in the comments. And as always, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more wrestling figure unboxing videos coming soon. Some more wrestling rankings. I'll have another one announced this week, and as always, the predictions. So thank you for watching, and see you soon.